Thank you for joining us today on Black Investments Matter. I'm Antoine Anderson, and today we're going to be talking about transaction speeds among the top three cryptocurrencies on the market. We're talking Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. When we begin to talk about blockchain technology, we're talking about how to move money from one side of a ledger to another. In that method, we're going to be talking about three particular methods. It's going to be XRP, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. But first, let's talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin was a preeminent, or actually the original cryptocurrency out there, and by far the most profitable to this day. It was created by a man using the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto, who later publicly identified himself and through court records as Craig Wright. Craig created this whole method of moving funds through a decentralized network using highly complex mathematical equations, and thus cryptocurrency was born. It's highly secure because it's using multiple computers across many miles. No one country can dominate it all, but for just the adaptation of what's currently out there. It is highly decentralized. But the main drawback, or what the detractors were saying about this particular method of completing transactions, were its huge energy costs. As they're mined, the transactions are verified through miners, GPU miners, or ASICs. There is a small transaction fee associated with that process, but much faster than banks, and much lower than what you would typically find at an ATM withdrawal, for instance. Next up, we're going to be talking about Ethereum. Now, Ethereum came in as the second most popular coin out there on this list today. It has a much faster transaction rate than Bitcoin does. It is nearly a 6-minute transfer time versus 10 to 30 minutes with Bitcoin, depending on the day. But with that increased speed, Ethereum has something called gas fees, and gas fees, quite frankly, are way too high for any practical use for moving money from one person to another. Of course, it's the transaction speed that everyone is going for, but as far as an everyday use, it's not something you're going to be using every day. Now, this is also a mineable technology, meaning that you can use GPU miners to earn money or validate those transactions. However, they are ASIC resistant, and we'll get into that in another day. So you can't use ASIC, so there's really not that much manipulation that can go on Ethereum's network, and that's great. Staking is available, but it is a way of centralizing a decentralized network, because what it does is it puts all the control and the people in the hands of the people who have the most currency or coins. In the future, Ethereum is going to be a major player, surpassing Bitcoin possibly, but it's a wait and see until we figure out what happens with Ethereum 2. It was founded by Brennan and a guy by the name of Gavin Wood, Charles Hodgkins, Anthony Dye, and Joseph Lubin. Vitaly Buterin is credited with creating this particular method. Joseph Lubin is the CEO and founder of Consensus. He is on the forefront of making this particular method of transferring funds more acceptable to mainstream banking. And this is the thing that we're going to watch out for with Ethereum. Now, finally, we're going to talk about XRP. XRP was founded by David Schwartz, Jeb McCaleb, and Arthur Brito. These are engineers that devised a method of transfer with the Ripple Corporation to far surpass the expectations of any other cryptocurrency out there. Its transaction speed is 3 to 5 seconds. It is widely scalable, but the biggest difference with this cryptocurrency is that it cannot be mined. All of the XRP tokens were created on its initial launch. Therefore, there are no energy costs like there are with Bitcoin, and there's no gas fees like there are with Ethereum. The transaction cost per transaction is less than a fraction of a cent. It is highly scalable, but the biggest problem with XRP at this time is the ongoing litigation that's been now dragging out for well over 3 years by the SEC. The Security Exchange Commission has been holding up the adoption of this particular currency over some very technical means, and I won't get into them because I really don't have all the details, but what it boils down to is whether XRP is a currency or is it a commodity or a security. That's been the key issue on this particular block. There was some talk about how it was that the initial coin offering for those who were in the know got those coins, and what it means if we were going to try to now put it out there. So again, very technical stuff, but by far the fastest mode of transfer out there. This kind of information is critical for you if you want to try to break into the cryptocurrency market, whether as a miner or an investor. You have to know what's going on in the industry. Currently, the market is way down. Those of us who have been around for a while know this is time to eat. This is time to buy these coins, because when these things pop back up, that's where those millionaires are made. Now, again, we don't offer financial advice. We're not going to tell you what to do. We're just giving you the information that you need to have so that you can make a better informed decision on how to capitalize on this changing dynamic of how banking or money management is going to be handled in the future. This is not going anywhere. Please leave your likes, subscribes, and comments in the bottom of this video, and thank you for watching.